everybody, welcome back to the HUBient channel. My name is Nikki and I'm so glad that you clicked on this video today. Well, it has been a hot minute since we've had this angle. We are back to where we started. However, we are doing something a little bit different today. As you guys know, Christmas is right around the corner and my love language is receiving gifts, giving gifts. And I know that women can be a little difficult to get gifts for, so I'm going to be sharing what I would give to the women in my life. But before I start giving you Christmas gift ideas, I would love to know in the comments down below what kind of gifts you would give to the women in your life. Or if you yourself were a woman, what would you like to receive this Christmas? Because I know my wish list is quite long. So I would love to hear from you in the comments down below. And while you're down there, I hope you don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe to the HUBient channel, and ring that bell so you are notified every time we upload a brand new video. Alright, so before we begin, I want to let you guys know that for every person, every woman specifically, in my life, I've given two options, for the gifts. So, first and foremost, for the most important woman in my life, my mother, my mom. The expensive thing that I would get her is an iPhone. This is because my mom works really hard and a lot of the things she does is on her phone, and I do believe an upgrade would be really, really nice. And generally, if you're like me and you live away from your mom, a good quality camera is a bit nice because I do love sharing photos with my mom. I love it when she sends me photos of her every day, and I also send photos of my everyday and video calls. Another thing that I would get my mom is a bracelet from Pandora. Pandora X Me, or just Pandora Me. And I think it looks so classy, just like the chain. My mom personally really also likes Pandora necklaces, bracelets. So next in line is the next woman in my life, women in my life that are super important to me, and they are my sisters. The expensive thing that I would give them is a Tiffany necklace because my sisters, as they've gotten older, I've noticed they're not that big on jewelry. On the instances that they do wear jewelry, they keep it very simple, very dainty, delicate, nothing too glam. And something I really liked, and I took it out of the bag because it was just so pretty, is this Return to Tiffany necklace. And I got the Tiffany blue one because they have a baby pink one, which pink is my favorite color. I would have gone for that. But I feel like, you know, if you're not getting the Tiffany blue, what's the point? This next gift that I would give them is mainly because my sisters are always out and about working. They work so hard. And I know that sometimes they can have a lot in their bags. And I think it's physically healthier for you to have a backpack instead of like a handbag. So the second thing I would give them, the non-expensive thing, is a backpack. This is from AQIDAS, obviously. And I just thought this was super cute. I mean, again, like I said, these gifts that I'm giving are things I would use myself. So if I'm being honest, I'd use this too. But I liked this a lot because it looked luxurious, like from afar, and that's what caught my eye, because it's like satin. So I have nieces and a goddaughter, so the next two gifts I will be showing are for them. That first thing is a Nintendo Switch. Because I personally, if I received a Switch while I was young, I would have appreciated it a lot. And I did grow up with like the Game Boy and the NDS and it was really nice to just have like a console that could distract me for a little bit from the stress of school and the stress of trying to fit in and, you know, society, especially now with social media. And I know my sister's eldest daughter has a phone. Well, I think at this point they all have phones. I think they're that grown up. So I know that the world can be a bit much, and I find my escape in video games. And Nintendo has really wholesome games that are just super some of them are super calming, and I would love for my sister's kids to just be able to relax and take a step away and remember how young they are. The less expensive thing that I would give my nieces and my goddaughter is a pair of earrings. Now, the reason why specifically earrings is because I feel like earrings, for me personally, they're that one piece of jewelry that I don't need to think about removing at the end of the day. I always take off my rings, I always take off my big hoops at least, and I always take off my necklaces. This thing I don't though, because it's like having my mom with me. These earrings are like really tiny, huggy hoop earrings that won't feel too heavy on the ears, and they just look super cute and clean and dainty. Now for your best friend. My best friend. I really like having matching things with my best friend, and so this bracelet is from Pandora. It's not the exact same as mine because mine closes all the way. It's open, and the reason why I recommend you get an open one for your friend is because they still have sizes when it comes to the open bangle, but it's a little less scary because although they have warranties, so I'm sure they could just take the receipt and change the size. I think I've never had that problem, but the advantage of having the open bangles is despite the size, there's an easy way to slip it on. You don't have to worry about like the lock. So this is a safe bet because even though they are your best friend, it would be kind of random if you went, hey, do you know what your bracelet size is at Pandora? Awkward. So this is what I would personally get for my best friend. This next thing, is not super cheap, but it's just because of the brand. But the less expensive thing that I would recommend you get for your best friend are candles. This brand in particular, Diptyque. I pronounce this Diptyque. It smells so good. I wouldn't recommend this brand in particular because, like I said, it is quite expensive. For something that you can, and me, I burn my candles like nonstop. So if you're like me, expensive candles might not be the way to go. There's something about lighting a candle after a hard day's work. There's something about smelling something nice and something warm and cozy at the end of a hard day's work. It's really nice. And again, similar to what I said for my sister's kids, I know that the world can be so tough. And I'm not always there for my best friend because, you know, we both live separate lives. So I don't know everything that's going on in my best friend's everyday life, but if I could be there in the form of a candle to just soothe their stress, help them breathe in and breathe out just for a little bit. Candles. First things first, we all know that girlfriends love rings. So if you're gonna get your girlfriend a ring, I would highly recommend the ones that are like tiara designed. That's kind of cute. I told you guys, I'm good at myself. We don't need strong independent women. Now, the cheaper thing that you can get for your partner, and I personally would really love it if I received this from a partner because I feel like this is so genuinely thoughtful. Like, for me, especially. I don't know, I like the idea of it. The idea. And that is a planner. I got this planner online. It's a Philippine-based company, but I know they ship internationally. Wonky brain. This is the Design Your Life planner. I've actually been using planners from this company for 2 years now. I really think a planner is a really good gift for a partner because in a way it shows them that you're super supportive of their future plans and their future endeavors, what they intend to do with their career for the next year. And you're also in a way just kind of helping them, especially I feel like this pandemic has been really hard on everyone and their life has been jumbled up in some way. And so hopefully 2022 things get a little easier and the planner might help them with that. It might help them kind of put things back in its place or put things where they want it to be. Alright, so those were the things that I would get for the women in my life. I know that the first three items, not the first three, the first three people were really expensive. The iPhone is not cheap, Tiffany is not cheap, a Nintendo Switch is not cheap, but please do note, my mother brought me into the world. My sisters are basically, they also raised me. And my nieces, I just want to protect them, I guess the way that my sisters did. So that's why the first few items are quite pricey, I'm not gonna lie, but for me, family does come first. And I feel like investing in family, for me personally, is never a bad idea because my family is always gonna be there. They're the one permanent thing in this world of constant change. So I'm sorry if the first few items were kind of up there, but I tried to even it out with more reasonable items towards the end. And again, I kept saying it, a huge disclaimer, this video is not sponsored by any of the brands, not products, not sponsored by any of the brands, despite the fact that there was a lot of it, I promise, across my heart. This is just, I have a lot of items from these brands in my personal life and I'm a believer in their products. I think their products work. Like I said, this bracelet, I've never taken it off for like 3 years and it's somehow still there. So that's why I trust this brand a lot. That's just a personal thing. But there are a bunch of brands out there that have just as good quality. So I would love to know what you guys thought of my Christmas gift ideas. I know they're a bit ambitious, but again, my love language is gifts, which is why it's a bit up there. It's kind of a go big or go home type of thing with me. But I would love to know in the comments down below what you thought and if there's something on this list that you would like, because it'd be interesting to know if we have the same taste. While you're down there in the comments, I hope you don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe to the HUBient channel, and ring that bell so you are notified every time we upload a brand new video. Again, my name is Nikki, and I'm so happy to have met you here today. Until the next video, bye!